So, you want to learn how to work safely on site and keep others safe? But why, mate? Safety is for blokes who spend 3 days researching youth loans and 2 minutes picking a scaffold. Let's just get paid, hit the pub, smash 6 Red Bulls, bolt on a lift kit and see if the mud's deep enough to stop us. But on a serious note, safety talks feel like the part before smoko where your brain checks out. But when something goes wrong, it's you, not the office bloke who cops it. This episode's not about ticking boxes, it's about keeping the crew breathing, the site running, and you out of court. WHS, what's that about? Manage work health and safety in the building and construction workplace. Sounds a lot, I know, but it's really just keep your site safe, keep your crew alive. This unit shows you how to run a job without turning it into a minefield. Spotting hazards, controlling risks, and making sure the site doesn't fall apart the second something goes wrong. Whether you're a builder or the bloke slipping off guts, everyone's got a skin in the game. Bottom line, build smart, not just fast. No one cares how quick you finished it if someone ends up in a hospital. So spot risks, set up controls, keep your crew safe, get the job done right. What now? You still there? Come on, mate. You found the wire. Of course you're gonna find the wire. It's an old house. What do you expect? Okay, what does it look like? Blue? Light blue or dark blue? Yeah, that's probably fine. Aw, mate. That wire is older than my ex promised to change. Sparky? Man, I can't get a Sparky until next week. Okay, just move it out of the way and install it. What do you mean you can't move it? Alright, just cut it off. Mate, you'll be fine, just cut it off. Yeah? Yeah, go light blue. Oh, not that blue. Let's clear something up, because this trips a lot of people up. Who's responsible for safety on site? The boss? The site manager? The bloke in a Hilux with 10 aerials? No. Everyone. Sure, the builder and supervisor carry the legal weight, but that doesn't mean the apprentice gets to say, not my problem, bro. You see a dodgy lead in a puddle? Tape it or call it out. Scaffold missing a rail? Don't just hope you're lucky. Builder sets the system up, supervisor keeps it running, crew stays sharp and speaks up, and you, no matter your role, you are part of that chain. So don't think you're too new or too chill to get involved. You've got eyes, ears, and common sense that makes you responsible. You're not just there to build floors, you are there to stop people going through them as well. Hey mate, I need you for an urgent call out. Yeah, I know, 4 hours minimum. And a double time after hours. Let's talk about one of the most ignored but most important parts of any site, inductions and toolbox talks. So what's a toolbox talk to you? Probably Dave talking about who got wasted over the weekend. And yeah, sometimes it is, but done right, these chats can save your hide. Site inductions. When you rock up on a new site, the induction's not just a handshake and a hope you survive. It's the builder saying, here's what's dangerous, here's how not to die, and here's where the dunny is. So don't confuse those three. What a proper induction should cover: site layout, know where you're walking, so show people around, entry points, exclusion zones, scaffold areas. Don't let the apprentice set up where the excavator is reversing in the next 5 minutes. Hazards, tell them what bites. So every site's got its own traps, trenches, live wires, slippery slabs. Flag it before someone vanishes mid-conversation. Emergency procedures, when it all goes wrong. Where's the first aid kit? Who's the fire warden? Who do you call when Jimmy's hanging upside down from a scaffold? Who's in charge? And no, it's not Jimmy. Everyone needs to know who's running the job. Otherwise, slab gets poured before the Sparky runs a conduit. Toolbox talks. Quick chats, Big impact. Toolbox talks are short, sharp, safety chats before the day kicks off. Keep them site-specific. Wet weather coming?
Talk about slip risks.
New guy on site? Flag the hazards and show him around. Let the crew talk. Ask the crew, anyone seen anything dodgy? You'll be shocked what comes up. Write it down. Cover your butt. Log it. Get signatures, because when the inspector shows up, just saying, Kev mentioned it over a smoko won't save you. Look, toolbox talks and inductions aren't exciting, but they are why you get to clock off on Friday in one piece. Alright, let's talk about SWMS. Safe work method statements. Your brain checks out the second you hear method statement. But if you're working on a high-risk construction site, and let's be real, most of them are, this little document can save your ass. What's SWMS really? It's not just paperwork, it's the plan for doing a dangerous job without turning into a crime scene. It breaks the job down, spots what could go wrong, and says how you'll stop it. So think of it like a condom. No one likes it. Most of the time you'll be fine without it, but that one time, oh mate, you'll wish you had two on, couple on your fingers, and the next time you'll be wearing one on your tongue. When do you need one? Any high-risk job under WHS regulations. So working on heights over 2 meters, trenches and excavations, demolitions, live power, confined spaces, and roads and explosives. I hope you're not going to be using them anytime soon. Why it matters on the real site? That guy surely didn't read SWMS. What goes in SWMS? The job, who's doing what and where, steps, you have to break it down, not just do the job, hazards, what can go wrong, controls, how to stop it if it goes wrong, PPE and who's involved, what safety gear you need and who signs it off. Don't just pass it around like a menu. Make sure the crew reads it, especially the apprentice who thinks SWMS is an energy drink. Common stuff-ups, copy-paste from the last job, blanket lines, use safe methods, like what does it even mean? Might as well leave a prayer beads and a bottle of holy water at the gate. SWMS isn't about just ticking boxes, it's making sure everyone is working safe and you don't end up in court. Now, the hierarchy of control. And no, it's not a conspiracy theory, and it's definitely not how to be a man tutorial. So what is it? It is a ranked list of how to deal with hazards, from the best to last resort. Top of the list, safest, bottom, cross your fingers and hope you had a good night's sleep. So the first time I heard hierarchy of control, I thought to myself, that's easy. Wife, kids, dog, me. And there was like, on site, that's Mike for sure. Elimination. Don't do the dangerous thing. Remove the hazard completely. Don't build next to it, don't work under it. For example, client wanted downlights in a roof with asbestos sheeting. We said, no, we can't do it. So we rerouted the whole plan. No cuts, no risk, no cancer, no work health and safety. Substitution. Use cordless tool instead of a plugged-in once near water. Use scaffold instead of a dodgy A-frame ladders, especially if they've had a rough weekend. Engineering controls. Barrier between you and danger. Guardrails, trench shields, machine guards, fencing around slab edges. So on one job we had a nasty drop from a slab edge, so we banged up temporary fence instead of painting a line saying danger and hoping for the best. Admin controls, rules, signs and scheduling. Things like site rules, warning signs, and making sure you don't have brickies and excavator working in the same 3x3 space. But this rule only works if blokes actually follow it. And some treat signs like speed limits, just a suggestion. PPE, last line of defense. Steel caps, gloves, dust masks, helmets. PPE doesn't stop the hazard, it just softens the blow when you get hit. Wearing PPE is putting a sunscreen while installing a metal roof before Chrissy. It is better than nothing, but you're still getting cooked. And that's how it all starts. Just a quick job. So falling from heights, still the biggest skill in construction industry. But it's not the height that gets you, it's the landing. Falling objects. If you want to experience your life flash in front of your eyes, just walk under the scaffold with no helmet on. Electric shock. Always check your gear and make sure it's tagged. Dust, noise and fumes. Don't be like me and put the gear on only after you get something in your eye, or you start coughing like you've been smoking for the last 70 years. Fall, trips and slips. Keep your site safe so you don't trip on something totally unnecessary. Manual handling. This is a good time to show that you're not skipping your leg day. Lift with your legs and be smart about it. JB! Stop washing that car! Come give me a hand! Put this on the top shelf. And when you're done, get back to washing the car. When planning a job, don't start from the bottom and hope for the best. Think like a builder. Eliminate, substitute, engineering, use admin, and only then PPE. So what happens when it all goes wrong? Because yeah, something will go wrong eventually. Doesn't matter how neat your scaffold looks or how many toolbox talks you've run. Eventually, something's gonna go wrong. What counts as an incident? It's not just someone getting impaled by a reel or setting fire to the portal. If it causes injury, damage, or could have, it is an incident. Examples: someone gets hurt, near miss, unsafe practices, for example using a grinder without a guard, equipment fails, scaffold collapses, hazards like spills or gas leaks. Do you have to report it? Short answer, yes. Reporting it isn't being a snitch, it's being the bloke who gives a damn whether your crew clocks off breathing. If you're writing a report, what should you include in it? Who was involved? What happened? When and where? And what did you do about it? And no, bloke fell off a scaffold but said he's sweet doesn't count. Even if he's limping like a pirate. If you don't log it, it never happened. So if you don't log it, it never happened? Until his knee balloons up and you're the one coping the call. See how you like it then. How to report it? Fill out an incident form, tell your supervisor, call the site manager or safety officer. If it's really serious, notify safe work. Why it helps you? Reporting isn't just to cover your ass, it actually fixes things. Trip hazards, move it. Grinder sparks, tag it. Repeated head knocks, add padding on signs. The more honest you are, the faster things get fixed and the less likely someone else cops it worse the next time it happens. Listen, no one loves paperwork, but knowing how to handle an incident is a non-negotiable. The moment you say, "she'll be right," is usually the moment it's not. And that's why safety matters. Ignore it and you'll end up alone in the dark talking to yourself. Actually, that sounds a lot like my Friday night anyway. Alright legend, if you made it this far, you're already ahead of the half of the crew who checked out the moment I said WHS. Look, safety ain't the sexiest part of the building. No one's waking up stoked to check their swims, but it's what keeps the job running. People breathing and your ass out of court. Site safety in a nutshell. Do a proper induction, not just "I'm here for lunch break." Run toolbox talks, short, sharp and site specific. Sort your swims. Don't recycle the dodgy one from 10 years ago. Use the hierarchy of control. PPE last, not first. Spot the daily risks and fix them before they bite. Report incidents, not to snitch, but to prevent. I worked with a guy a while ago. He refused to wear earplugs, said it felt weird. Few weeks in, he's cutting bricks with a demo saw. No muffs on, of course. By Friday, he's shouting what at every question. I've seen him recently and now he wears plugs religiously. He told me later, "Hey, I'm not married anymore. Now I actually care what I hear. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm definitely not him. I'm not that guy. End of the day, safety is not about ticking a box. It's about making sure everyone clocks off and gets home in one piece. If you're running the job, set the tone, walk the walk. If you're on the tools, speak up before something sus. You're not being soft. We already got enough soft blokes out there. Alright, for those of you doing the Cert 4, let's break down what you actually need to know for this unit. No BS. You'll likely get asked, what is SWMS and when is it needed? List 5 common site hazards and how to control them. Who is responsible for WHS on a building site? Explain the hierarchy of control with examples. What should be covered in a site induction? Don't just say use PPE for every answer. That's gonna get you nowhere. Instead, give practical examples. Toe boards to prevent falls from scaffold. Scaffold without mid-rail, fall risks. Use the hierarchy in order. Eliminate, substitute, engineer, admin, PPE. Show you understand why, not just what. If this helped you not die, get sued, or just made WHS a little less boring, hit the like button. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode, and drop your dodgiest safety story in the comments below. No names unless it's you. And remember, measure twice, cut once, clip in, don't bounce. See you in the next one.